conducted a massive overnight strike on Ukrainian critical infrastructure, deploying its advanced Oreshnik intermediate range ballistic missile IRBM equipped with the MIRV technology against a facility in western Ukraine's Lviv Oblast, less than 50 miles from the Polish border. Ukrainian Air Force reports confirm the missile traveled at approximately 30,000 kilometers per hour along a ballistic trajectory, marking the second combat use of an Oreshnik following the November 2024 strike on Dnipro, and only the second known deployment of an ICBM or IRBM class weapon in the ongoing war. The Russian Defense Ministry described this operation, and we have put those pictures out for you as well. As a retaliation, it's been described, this operation as a retaliation for an alleged Ukrainian drone attack on President Vladimir Putin's residence on December 29th, claiming hits on drone production sites and energy infrastructure supporting Ukraine's military-industrial complex, while Kyiv and Western sources, including the CIA, have dismissed the resident's attack as unsubstantiated or fabricated, viewing the strike as escalation amid winter targeting of civilian energy systems. Additional footage is showing the strikes by a Russian Oreshnik intermediate range missile. I want to go across to my colleague who's joining us live. We have Pranav joining us live. And Pranav, this is a huge update coming in because, as we keep telling our viewers about what's happening between Russia and Ukraine, this is a very, very special missile which has been launched, and it's hit Ukraine close to the Poland border. Now, what does this really mean about the escalation and the future when we talk about the tensions between Russia and Ukraine?
Well, the ongoing escalation actually comes around the whole speculation surrounding the alleged attack on the Russian president's residence. So what the ministry has today said, that the Russian ministry has in fact released an official statement, and what we are given to understand is that it has in fact hit Ukraine's military industrial complex. If you have to put it in a global perspective, you must understand that Donald Trump himself has also said that there are speculations about whether Ukraine actually attacked Vladimir Putin's residence. So in that sense, what it holds for future, we need to wait and watch. As far as the attack on Putin's residence is concerned, the global powers have, so to say, defied or rather countered Russian claims. But this attack today is in retaliation to the attack that took place on one of Putin's residences. So we need to wait and watch and see how Ukraine reacts and how this escalates further.
That's right. And, Pranav, let's talk a little bit more about this missile because, it has a lot of features. This missile was traveled at approximately 13,000 kilometers per hour along a ballistic trajectory. It's a second combat use of this missile, Oreshnik. Second known deployment of an ICBM or IRBM class weapon in the ongoing war. So, when we talk about the weapons which are being used, where does this particular missile, the Oreshnik intermediate range ballistic missile, figure?
Well, I mean, if you have to just talk about the properties of this missile, it's in fact, Russian President Vladimir Putin has actually praised this missile, saying that it's impossible to intercept it because it travels at a speed of 10 Mach, which is much more than any kind of interceptor that can bring down the missile. So that's one of the factors. It also is capable of carrying nuclear warheads. In fact, Russia had used this missile against Ukraine itself in November 2024, but that time it was carrying dummy warheads. We are not sure whether there were any warheads. Of course, there were not dummy warheads, but the fact that it is capable of carrying nuclear warheads just leaves another dimension open, though Russia hasn't so far used nuclear weapons in the ongoing conflict. It's just that the missile is capable of carrying nuclear warheads.
All right. Thank you for getting us those details. I will be coming back to you, Pranav, for more as we keep tracking the latest coming in. Latest